onward journey. The life has been a pace. Following profession has been the passion. Keeping pace with the passion is the race. For decades now, the daily routine had become a challenge. A challenge you look forward to, with early morning rise, getting daily course tucked, kids off to school, morning walks with night duty ICU over on phone. It's 9 a.m. now, ready to start a day in ICU, full of energy, positivity, with intention to make an impact in the life of our patients. Detailed bedside rounds of nearly 20 patients took few hours. Intermittent rounds of visiting consultants, discussions, plannings, counselings, new admissions, etc. It was hectic, maddening, still enjoyable. Then came 2020. We heard somewhere something in Wuhan. Feb saw cases showing up in India. I cancelled my Criticare 2020 Hyderabad conference in Feb end due to COVID fear, maybe, or on the pretext of final exams of our younger son. I remember vividly taking my training session on first aid resuscitation and CPR on 27th Feb 20 in a hotel in Agra when an audience put up a question on preparedness of Agra for corona. It gave me a jitter in my spine. Agra saw first COVID case in first week of March. We cancelled ISA Agra sports meet, holy meet. 22nd March was historic with Janta curfew imposed. Overnight life changed and we accepted it very willingly for our safety. With a promise to self to pay the maids, driver for coming few months and not to call them for duty. Perfect balancing of home and work continued. We adopted the new normals at the workplace. Personal protective equipments, face masks, face shields became a routine for the entire unit in the first week of April. With the rise in the number of cases in the city, administration became proactive with curfew-like situation and order of healthcare workers to stay in the hospital when off duty too was imposed. Duty doctors rosters and nurses rosters were modified stat. I took over my ICU on teleconsultation, phone calls, X-ray chests, corona suspects, red zone, ICU admission, decision makings which involved a lot of mental game. For the first time I realized that I could manage ICU without going daily physically. Life seemed to be paced out good. I could take time to cook for my family for the first time in decades. Simple recipes on YouTube. On Sunday 31st May, I felt severe myalgia. I had visited ICU on 27th May with due precautions, of course. On June 1, I returned from ICU early as I felt very tired. I sort of self-isolated myself in my room. Gradually felt my energy levels were low, though I had no fever, no cough. On 6th June evening, I had a temperature of 100 degree Fahrenheit, which broke my body in pain. I sent labs which were not conclusive, query viral, query typhoid. I started myself on azithromycin and hydroxychloroquine. I had too much nausea, tiredness, loss of appetite. I could not even take my morning tea, which I have always relished. 10th June, I went to the hospital and got my CT chest done, which showed bilateral basal posterior in the posterior area consolidation changes. I immediately decided and took an ambulance and started for a hospital in Gurugram. I was in ICU bed there at by 9 p.m. on 10th of June. Luckily, my saturation was maintained around 95 to 96%, though there was significant tachycardia, pulse above 110 per minute. Immediately, my bedside echo, my ultrasound chest was done. In the middle of night, my nasopharyngeal swab and oral swab for COVID was sent, and the report came positive. I was managed in ICU for 5 days. Timely intervention saved my downfall and arrested the criticality. By 16th June, I felt physically good. 16th was a Tuesday, as I am a Hanuman worshipper since my childhood days. I started with my Hanuman Chalisa and Gayatri Mantra. I got to write down few lines, some poems, and my experiences. Our mental strength pulls us out of our physical issues. I was at mental peace. Yes, last week storm struck us. Within minutes, my family, my friends, my doctors just surrounded me like angels with all the wishes in the world and kept me on a pedestal till my health issues vanished. This made me realize I am the storm, I am the warrior.